In Tailwind CSS version 4, we can now build multiple themes in our React apps. So in this video, we will build this hero section with a default, midnight, and a forest theme. Before we go to Visual Studio Code and start building this project from scratch, please do subscribe to the channel. Now let's go to Visual Studio Code and start coding. I have a new React Vite app running here, and I have already set up a Tailwind CSS in this app, and we also have a sample project which is running here. If you want to know how to set up a Tailwind CSS in React Vite app, I'll leave a link to another video in the description. If we look at the sample project, we are going to need 3 colors to start building this project. One is we have to define the background color on this hero section, and we are also going to decide what's going to be the text color, and we are also going to need a background color of this button. And using these 3 colors, we are going to switch the themes between default, midnight, and forest. So let's go to our project here, and we are going to start by creating 3 colors in this project, and we are going to do it in index.css. So here in index.css, we already have imported Tailwind CSS, and to define custom CSS variables in Tailwind CSS version 4, we can use a theme keyword, and using this theme keyword, we are going to create 3 colors, and we are going to do that by using double dash and color, and then we can define the name of the color. We can name the color as we want. I'm just going to name it as UI background. So first color we are defining is going to be the background color of this hero section that we are building, and this is going to be closer to white. And the second color that we are going to define is going to be the text color that we are going to have in this project. So I'm just going to change it to UI text, and we are going to keep this text color as navy. Let's put a hash before that. And the third color we are going to need is the color for the buttons that we are having in this project. So let's create a third color, which is color UI button, and that's going to be blue. So now we have 3 colors in the project, and we can use these 3 colors to build our hero section here. And once we have the hero section ready, we are going to make these colors dynamic, which means they are going to change based on which theme we are going to apply to the project. But before we go there, we can just start building this UI for the hero section. Now we can start building the UI. Let me close this, and here we can remove the count, which we are not going to need in this project. And on this div tag, I'm just going to put a class name, and this is going to be min height screen. And we are going to apply a background, which we have already defined, which is going to be UI bg. We can also make this div as flex, and flex is going to be column, and we are going to align all the items in the center. Let's also justify all the content in this div tag to center. Now we can see our hello world has moved to center, but we are going to remove hello world and create 3 buttons here. So the first button is going to be the default theme on this project, and let's put a class name on this button. This is going to have a padding x of 4, padding y of 2, and let's give it a background color of blue 600, and let's make the button as rounded borders, and the font is going to be bold, and text on this button is going to be white. So that's the first button, and we are going to use this button to set the theme to default. Same way, we are also going to need 2 more buttons, which are going to be basically a button to set the theme to midnight, and the third button which we are going to need is to set the theme to forest. Let's change the color of the second button to purple, and let's also change the color on the third button to emerald. So these are the 3 buttons we are going to need to change the theme in this project, and we are going to wrap all these 3 buttons in a single div tag just to correct the alignment on this button. And on this div tag, I'm just going to put a class name, and this is going to be flex, and gap between them is going to be 4, and let's give it a margin bottom of 12. Now we have the buttons here. Now let's create a state variable in this project, and this state variable is going to be theme and set theme, and by default the theme on this project is going to be default theme. Let's add event listeners on all these buttons. So I'm just going to add an on click event listener, and this event listener is going to set the theme to default. Same way, I'm just going to copy these event listener on these two buttons. So on the second button, I'm just going to copy that, and the second button is going to change the theme to midnight, and the third button we are going to copy it again, and this button is going to change the theme to forest. Now we are going to need a use effect in this project, so I'm just going to import use effect, and here just before the return I'm just going to add my use effect, and this use effect is going to track the theme changes in the project. So here we are going to put a dependency as a theme, so whenever theme is going to change, this use effect is going to do something. For now, let's console log theme just to check if our buttons are working. I'm just going to inspect it and look at the console. So here when I click on the default, nothing happens because theme is already default. If I click on midnight, I can see it's changing the theme to midnight, and if I click on forest, I can see theme is changing to forest. So now we know that our event listeners are clearly working. Now we are just going to remove this console log from here, and what exactly we want to do here is we want to document element dot set attribute. Basically, whenever the theme is going to change, we are going to add a attribute which is data theme to theme. So this is going to access the entire document and add a attribute to that, which is data theme is equal to theme whenever the theme is going to change. So we can actually go to the elements, and here when I click on midnight, I can see this is adding a data theme is equal to midnight, and if I click on default, I can see data theme attribute changing to default. Same thing is going to happen when I click on forest. Data theme is going to change to forest. So we have an attribute data theme which is changing when we change the theme in this project by clicking on any of these buttons. Now I will use this data theme to make the colors on the screen dynamic. As of now, if we go to index.css, our colors are static. I have a background color which is white, text color which is navy, and the button color which is blue. But now we are going to try and make all these colors dynamic. So here I'm just going to say that on the root, my default colors are going to be, I'm just going to create some variables. So bg is going to be this. If I save this, and now I can say my second color, which is going to be text color, is going to be this, and my third color, which is going to be a button color, is going to be this. So I basically created three variables. Now instead of hard coding all these colors here I can say that this is going to be equal to variable bg. So we are using a bg variable here to define our background color. Same way I can make them dynamic by using variables. So I'm just going to replace all this, and our text variable is text, button color is going to be here. So on the theme, all the colors are dynamic, but we have a default values defined here. And now you can see that as I click on this, I don't see any colors changing on the screen, not even the background. But now we do have a data theme attribute on the document, which is changing when I click on these buttons. So I'm going to use that attribute data theme to change these colors. So here after the root, I can say that if my data theme is equal to midnight, my colors are going to be different. So let me put some different colors for BG, text and button color if my data theme is midnight. So if I save this, so this says that my background is white by default, but if data theme is going to be midnight, my background is going to change. So let's see if it is working here. If I click on midnight, you can see that my background is changing because now my background color, which is this UI BG, is dynamic based on what theme we are on. Same way, if I click on forest, this should be changing. So I'm just going to create another variable here, which is going to say if my data theme is forest, that's going to be my background, that's going to be my text. And let's correct the variables here. So this is going to be button color, and this is also going to be button color. So now if we click on default, my background is white, and if I click on midnight, it's changing, and if I click on forest, this is again changing. So now we have three different themes here. Let's go back to app.jsx and let's add some more content to app.jsx after these buttons. So I'm just going to add some more content for the hero section here. So basically on this hero section, I have added a h1 tag, which is having a text of UI text because this is a dynamic class. It's going to change with the theme. And here on the themes heading, I have added a text UI button, which is again a dynamic variable, and it's going to change with the theme. Same thing is happening here on the paragraph. This is having a text UI text. So the color of the text is going to be changing with the theme, and the background color of the button is also dynamic. So it's going to change as our theme changes. So let's test all the changes here. If I'm going to refresh this app, if I click on default, you can see the text color is different. Background color is also different, and the button background is also different. If I click on midnight, now we see different colors on the screen. Same way, if I click on forest, we again have a third theme with all the different colors. So basically that's how we can create a dynamic color variables in Tailwind CSS version 4 and use them to create multiple themes in the project. So that's all I wanted to cover in this video. If you found a value in this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.